Oh, it's actually very light. Okay, pun intended. Hi! Welcome to another episode of Beauty Talk, where we spill the tea on what's brewing in beauty. My name is Roanna, and here I have with me Becks.
Hello! So what are we going to talk about today?
Today, we're going to be talking about sunscreens. Yes, but before
It's
that...
an essential.
It is an essential, and I feel that nowadays the sun is scorching hot and you can't live without sunscreens, right?
But even when you're home, you should be wearing sunscreens as well, which we will talk about in a bit.
Yes, absolutely. But before that, maybe shall we drink some tea? Because I've prepared for us a papaya and rose tea.
I love it.
Fruity, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of sunscreens out there have a bad reputation of being very sticky, very icky, and even, sometimes, add on the mask, you will have the perfect recipe for musty and clogged pores.
That's right. This is why sunscreen these days do more than just give us sun protection. And when it comes to skincare or sunscreens, a country comes to mind, and for me, that's Japan.
Yes, absolutely, Japan. I think that in the world of sunscreens, right, Japanese sunscreens reign supreme. It's also backed up by science, okay? Because Western sunscreens, they are more than often, being labeled as over-the-counter drugs. So there are a lot of things that they limit as to what you can put into a sunscreen. Whereas for Japanese sunscreens, right, they are more cosmetic grade products. Yeah, so that's when you have the flexibility in terms of innovation, in terms of ingredients, formula.
But of course, when it comes to sunscreen, the most important thing is the protection grade as well. The SPF,
Yes,
the PA+++,
Yeah.
plus, so many pluses.
SPF is actually the sun protection factor. So you have usually a number that says 50 plus. So actually that's more than enough already. And then for the PA, right, the number of pluses, right, is actually the protection grade.
The layer of protection.
Yeah, correct. So yeah, for Japanese sunscreens, right, we always see the SPF as well as the PA, which a lot of Western sunscreens don't actually have.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But nowadays, more than all the protection, the technology, there are a lot more skin defense essentials that we are really, as consumers, we look out for.
Definitely. And today we'll be covering sunscreens from Deprogram as well as Anessa sunscreens that make you feel good and look good.
Awesome. Shall we get right to it?
Definitely. But first, before we dive right in, right, we as consumers, right, we're always looking for, the kind of defense that we want for our skin. And there are actually 5 types of defense. And
the number one key defense that our skin needs for sunscreen would be to protect against harmful sun rays, and that's UV defense. And these harmful sun rays, they actually cause our skin to age prematurely. Freckles, like sunspots, like dryness, and so on. All these are actually signs of premature aging.
then also, pollution also comes into play, right?
Yes, that's why pollution defense is also very important to us. And what we expose our skin to, we have air pollution, we have dust particles pollution, we have blue light, very important.
Yes,
we
very
talked about
important.
it before. And
Yeah.
all this actually increase the risk of wrinkles, acne, as well as skin sensitivity.
When we grow older, our skin start to sag, wrinkles and lines come in. So we definitely need a lot of skin caring ingredients to help prevent premature aging. So aging defense is also a very important point.
That's right.
Yeah, and that also brings me to dull skin defense. So sometimes when you look into the mirror, you see that, oh, how come my skin today looks a bit like, very dull, like not the kind of radiant glow that you want to have. So dull skin defense is also one of the key points.
Defenses.
Yes, the key defenses that we want to have, okay, for our skin. Of course, we want ingredients to improve.
To defend our skin,
Yeah.
but we also want products that can defend our environment as well. It's something that's very important to us.
So that is Earth Defense.
The brand that I've been using for quite a while now actually is the Anessa brand.
Oh,
Japanese.
Anessa.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
Japanese brand. Are you familiar with Anessa?
Absolutely. I love their perfect UV range. They have got a spray, a milk, and a gel that I really, really love.
So I've actually been using their UV mild milk, but they do have a new addition to their sunscreen range. They have so many sunscreens, and I feel like I want to try every single one of them. Yeah, everything. And this is the latest one that I've been trying. But before that, fun fact, you know that Anessa has been Japan's #1 sunscreen brand for 21 years and counting.
21 years.
That's really impressive.
That's really long.
Yeah, and when we talk about Japanese skincare technology, definitely Anessa, they use very powerful UV blocking technology along with actually 50% skin caring ingredients. Yeah, in their products as well to protect, to protect our skin against UV rays. We talk about all these defenses, right?
Yes.
There are so many ways that they are actually protecting and nourishing our skin at the same time.
Just in one product.
Just in one product. And I've actually been using the new Anessa Day Serum. It's a very unique name. It's called a day serum.
Yeah, you don't usually have sunscreens calling itself a serum.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, for sure. The Anessa Day Serum is a SPF 50 plus PA plus sunscreen. Yes, and it's formulated with the world's first sun dual care technology.
It's really cool. I read up about it, right? So what it does, right, is it converts UV rays into beauty beams that actually protects against photo aging with spirulina essence. And it also has got hyaluronic acid, so it helps to also moisturize and plump up your skin.
And collagen.
Yes, and collagen. So it gives that, very nice radiant look when you put on it. Did you look at yourself in the mirror and after applying, you're like, oh, my skin looks more radiant?
Yeah, for sure. It actually has a tone-out effect.
Because it's painting, right?
It looks like a serum. So after you apply it, right, you'll see that it's brighter. Your skin looks brighter. It doesn't feel like regular sunscreen, honestly. It feels like skincare.
It honestly feels like a serum.
Well, it is a serum, I guess.
Yeah, right?
It's watery, like an emulsion kind of texture, I would think.
Yeah. And we saw the lightweight texture. And I think this product is pretty cool because it's not just about UV defense. It doesn't just only provide you with UV defense, aging defense, it also has got earth defense because this packaging over here is actually partially made with bio-based plastic.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's sustainability factor to it, And I really love brands, right, who take the step in terms of being conscious about the things that they produce. So it's more of like, made for us, but also made for the earth. Becks, I know you are someone who loves running. I'm always looking at your socials and the next moment she's running.
I actually perspire very easily. So even when I just lead a very active lifestyle. Somehow my child is always running around. I'm just perspiring all the time. That's why when I look at sunscreens, right, I always look for something that doesn't really sting the eye and works really well for like when there's sweat or water getting. So it doesn't sting. So that's one thing that is very important when it comes to sunscreen for me. And that's where this Anessa Day Serum comes in, right? Because it doesn't sting my eye. And other than that, right, it also is quite a multitasker because it's a serum, right? It has all the skin caring benefits, but it's also a primer as well. So it primes your skin. And just having meetings and so on.
Zoom meetings.
Yeah, Zoom meetings is very easy. You can just use this as like your makeup base.
Yeah, to brighten up the look, right?
Yes.
Just before your call,
That's
so that you look more awake.
That's right. It actually has a tone-up effect.
Healthy, everyday radiant glow, right?
Yeah. So Roanna, I've tried the #1 sunscreen brand in Japan, but you tried the #1 sensitive skin brand in Japan, right?
Yes, and that's the program, which is also called Delicate Skin Program. Which is interesting, right? Because their products are formulated in Shiseido's laboratories and the formulas are hypoallergenic and it's great for sensitive skin. For me, because I have sensitive skin, I have a lot of criteria, okay? So first, it needs to absorb fast. It does not...
Needs to be lightweight.
Yes, lightweight. And then it needs to also not clog my pores so that it does not break me out. And of course, with sensitive skin, right, you don't want to have a lot of different funky ingredients. So for me, it's I have to have formulas that are fragrance-free, paraben-free, alcohol-free, etc. so that it does not irritate my skin.
And I guess it should also not wear off easily?
Yes, it needs to be long-lasting. That's why I've tried the program's sunscreens and they work really well for me, especially the essence. But before we talk about the essence, right, we have the D program Allerdefense Renewal Range.
It's an existing range, but they actually have a new and improved technology.
Yes, that's right. So the Allerdefense range, right, has got a 3 times defense, okay? So there's shield, there's absorb, as well as neutralize. Very, very interesting.
What's that about?
Okay, so this will give you your UV defense as well as your pollution defense in terms of criteria. So for shield, right, what the sunscreen does, right, is to develop a uniform separating film on the skin that actually help to block fine foreign particles, UV rays, house dust, and any other allergic substances. Yeah, which is pretty cool. And then the next step, right, would be to absorb. There is an absorbing powder to actually help absorb all these airborne particles.
Wow. That's really impressive.
Impressive, right? And what it does after that is to neutralize these particles. so that it does not adversely affect your skin. So it's pretty cool, right?
It's really cool.
Yeah, so all these particles that you have in the air, you know, that's harmful for the skin, right? It basically blocks all of them and neutralizes it out.
So these are the properties that are already existing in the range itself.
Correct.
And there are new things.
Yes, there are new things. So they have improved this Allerdefense range, right? With the Allerdefense technology new. Okay, so this gives you added pollution defense. So there is anti-friction, anti-oxidation, and anti-static.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell us about it. That's a lot of things going on. Sorry, I cannot. This is just so much for sunscreen.
It's amazing how they can pack so much, you know,
Technology,
in a sunscreen. Technology. Yeah, exactly. So for anti-friction, right, there is a strengthened protection layer, so it does not break easily, even when we touch our face or wear our mask. For anti-oxidation, it has got rose apple leaf extract. So that is an antioxidant itself, so it helps to protect our skin from
Oxidative damage?
Yes, that's right. And then anti-static, it actually helps to maintain the moisture on our skin, so it minimizes skin
sensitivity.
Yes.
Wow. So there are actually different variants in the range. There's the essence, which you tried.
Yes.
There's also the cream and BB cream, which we will talk about in a bit. But do you want to share a bit about the essence first?
Yes. Okay. So this essence, right? It's the Allerdefense essence, okay? So this one is for normal and combination sensitive skin. It has got SPF 50 plus, PA+++, okay? So it has this very non-sticky and lightweight texture, which I actually enjoy.
It checks off that requirement.
Everything. It absorbs pretty easily and actually gives a nice velvety texture after that.
So it feels like a base.
Yes,
like
it
a
feels
primer.
like a primer as well.
Right.
Yeah. So it actually sits nicely on the skin and doesn't interfere with my makeup after.
Great.
Yeah. So I think we've kind of like dispensed
the four
four.
variants. So the essence, this is the essence.
Yes.
This is the one that you were talking about earlier, right?
Yeah,
The
and
essence.
then so this is for normal and combination sensitive skin. So for dry and sensitive skin, one would prefer perhaps,
richer?
Yeah, a richer texture. So that's where we opt for the cream itself. Yeah, so the cream has got like a richer texture. It has SPF 35 PA+++. Yeah. So this one has got a slightly lower SPF, but at the same time, it has got nourishing skin benefits as well. So,
yeah, I think for dry skin, right?
For drier skin. So the texture in itself is a little bit more nourishing for dry skin.
If you're looking for something with a bit of like a makeup benefit to it, they also have their BB cream.
Yes, I know you wore it today, right?
I'm actually wearing it today.
Yes.
Yeah, I am wearing it today. And I don't have any foundation on except for my concealers. I need my concealer. To save my life.
Your skin looks awesome.
Yes, for the BB creams, they have two shades. They have the light, which is this one, medium. They are SPF 50 plus, PA+++, 3 pluses, and it's a tinted makeup base. So it's like sunscreen, tinted makeup, primer, and they all help to protect against UV rays, pollutions, as well as allergies.
Actually, I really like the packaging of these. Don't you think they're really cute? I think they're very cute. Yeah,
it's quite minimalist.
And I think that it's great for you to pop into your bag, especially if you need, a touch-up, a light touch-up.
The coverage is pretty good. I was actually really impressed by the coverage.
I am impressed by how it looks on your skin
yes,
as well.
it's actually, it's also smudge-proof as well. So I just want to show you
Smudge-proof?
my mask.
I'm sold!
Yes, that's what we need. There's literally nothing on it. So it offers coverage for 12 hours.
Wow, 12 hours.
Yes.
That's like probably like the amount of time that I go out.
Yes,
most
and
of the time.
it prevents makeup from smudging.
Which is great, I think.
Yeah, it controls sebum. So actually when I applied it, right, the texture is it has a mattifying texture to it. Not dewy, so if you're looking for a matte finish, definitely these BB creams are really great for you. Yes, and it also has pollution defense, so it actually helps to filter out blue light.
Oh, so there's UV defense, there's pollution defense, and I guess there's also dull skin
Dull
defense.
skin, yes.
I'm just gonna like dispense.
What shade are you using now?
I'm using light. I think I can use light,
I feel so.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's actually very light. Okay, pun intended.
Enough, pun queen.
Okay.
Well, yes, it does, and I think the coverage is really there.
oh yeah,
right,
you can
the
really
coverage
see.
is there.
Yeah, the coverage is there. The difference, right?
I can see
think
the
there's a
difference.
difference.
Yeah, the coverage is there. for sure.
You're raving so much about it. I really need to try this.
Yeah, I think you should definitely try this. And for me, I have actually tried Essence before as well, and I agree with you. It's really lightweight, and I think it's great for sensitive skin for sure. I think the program by itself, their skincare is crafted for sensitive skin. So if you have sensitive skin, or even if you don't have sensitive skin, right, it's great for all skin types.
Yeah, I agree. And you know, for both brands, right, that we talk about today, we have Anessa, which is Japan's number one
sunscreen brand.
And then for D Program, which is Japan's number one sensitive
skin.
Yes, sensitive skin brand, right? So both brands are Japan's number ones and they have high product efficacies. For those who are looking for like a more tone-up effect, I feel that the Anessa Day Serum is the perfect fit because of the nourishing skincare benefits to also help combat against photoaging, right?
Yeah, so if you're looking for like a beauty sunscreen.
Yeah, beauty sunscreen, this will be perfect. And of course, for those with sensitive skin like me, D Program is the best fit for you with its extra 3 times benefit with shield, absorb, neutralize, anti-static, anti-oxidation,
Anti-friction.
Exactly.
Oh gosh, it's a lot.
I can't believe we remember all of these things.
But that's how impressed we are.
Yeah, absolutely.
So out of all these products for Anessa and D Program, tell us in the comments below which product intrigued you the most.
And also, if you would like to discover more about beauty with us, remember to like and subscribe to Beauty Talk. In the next episode, my 60-year-old mom will be reacting to my skincare maximalist routine.
I'm really excited to see what she has to say.
I am too actually, but I'm nervous.
So see you next time.
Bye!